I can't believe we're even entertaining this right now. This is like
bad news for you.
I know. So, what's the good news?
Good news is the old issue is fixed. The bad news is there's a new issue with the transmission. So it's shifting by itself second to fourth, second to fifth, and then throwing the red check engine, the red transmission error light. So Alex basically needs more time on it. He thinks either it's a software issue or the wiring harness is fried, which we thought originally. So that's neither here nor there, because I need to let, by tomorrow at 5 o'clock, the transporter know, Cars Inc., what car we're bringing. Without the SVJ, no other car can fit luggage, is reliable, that we have in the fleet. So if it's not the SVJ, you're buying a car.
My absolutely normal day at home, where I wasn't supposed to be doing anything, just turned into car shopping in August for the next Gumball car. It has to be epic enough to be DDE and reliable and epic enough to be worthy to go on a Gumball and be gone for the next 6 months.
That's the biggest thing. In minimum 6 months, dude. It's way different in Asia, so it could be gone for 8 to 10 months.
8 to 10 months?
Yep.
All right. Off the top of my head, I can think of 3 really epic cars that actually the audience has talked about us getting. They have 2 of them. One, they'd have to source, probably don't have time for that, but I'll ask Mike what our options are. I'm gonna head there right now. Ironically, I was about to go for a drive. It's a beautiful day here in Kelowna. Look at this. Like, bro, look at that.
Very nice. Nice here too. We're all winning the weather, but we're not winning Lamborghinis. So
okay.
Hopefully Alex can figure it out, but
well,
we don't have any time. We have like literally like 22 hours to make a decision.
He's got till tomorrow morning. I have till this afternoon to go pick a car and try to get paperwork done if that's the worst case scenario. I'll call you later and let you know what we have for options. All right, we need a wallet with a driver's license and we need some keys to the Senna, and I'm literally heading out the door. Was going to enjoy this beautiful weather here in Kelowna today, but it's now turned into car shopping at August for a freaking Gumball car. Like, this is insanity. By the way, my wife doesn't know and she's in the garage here. Babe?
Yeah?
I gotta go and buy a car at August for Gumball because the SVJ's still broken.
Wonderful.
I can't make this up. It's DD, baby. Every day is super crazy. It's never a boring day, is it? I'm gonna run right now. I'm literally gonna head up there. I just text Mike. Hopefully he's not busy. I'll see you in a few hours.
Sounds good.
Dino, go get a treat with mom. She can give you a treat. This thing is way too loud for the dog's ears, and they're tiny. Even though I got backup camera, I obviously don't want to run one of my dogs over. All right, let's fire this bad boy up. So I guess the real question is, shopping for a new car for Gumball to send halfway across the world, what brand? Let's start with that. There are plenty of cars, but what brand do you guys really want to see? A Lamborghini, because that's what we were supposed to take. The SVJ, do I try to find a replacement? McLaren, something other than the Senna? You might be asking me right now, well, you have a bunch of cars. Why not the Senna? Well, first of all, there's no luggage room in here. No bull. Dave and I live out of our car for 10 days out of a duffel bag each. So that means 2 full-size duffel bags have to fit in the car. They're not gonna fit in here. That's also why we're not taking the KB43 Huracan. The Mercy would be an option, but it hates heat. And guess what? It's gonna be hot and humid over in Asia during September, during the rally. So the odds of that car breaking down, and there ain't gonna be a Lamborghini dealership nearby or a Mike Essa. So that's out. The 599s have not been reliable. They also have not been reliable with the power steering. Dave Squadra, I'd literally have to change the passenger seat to ride shotgun in that. And honestly, I love driving, so I usually drive a lot of Gumball, and I don't want to take the gold wrap off that costs us $15,000 at PFS cost to do. So it's like, it's really hard. Like, we don't have really another Gumball car, which is crazy when you think about it. All right, on my way to August, almost there now. We have 4 options to choose from. Now, I'm driving the Senna, and to be honest, I got some McLaren vibes in me right now. Maybe. This thing is nuts. Maybe another McLaren is an option. Look, the 720 GTR is down. I'm missing else in that car. The Senna doesn't have any luggage space, so it's not gonna be the rally car. But I do have 3 other options. 2 are Ferraris, I'll give you that hint. 1 is a Lamborghini. Now, I'm not gonna get another SVJ, but there is a really epic Lamborghini that could fit the bill here in August. We're about to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 3510 Spectrum Court, August Luxury Motor Cars. And I really hope Mike got my text message. He didn't reply back to me, that son of I hope he's here. It doesn't look like Matt's here because I know Matt happens to be actually driving, or he was, the Lamborghini option I was talking about. But let's go inside and see if Billionaire Mike Hall can at least show me the 3 cars I know for a fact they have in the showroom. Back to August Luxury Motor Cars. We're going car shopping, baby. But before we get into the amazing lineup of vehicles here to choose from, we need to find the guys. Matt.
Yo.
Where is Billionaire Mike Hall?
Next door.
What do you mean next door?
At Customs.
Oh boy.
Yeah, again.
Technica.
It's not.
Technica would be a good car,
I love that color.
right? You guys also, don't you have a STO in this color? Or
do.
close
Yep.
to it? No, it is this color, right?
Right there somewhere.
That has no luggage space. This would have luggage space, but I don't know that we need a Huracan. I have a better idea. There are 2 Ferraris in here that we could choose from. One is a V12, one is a V8, twin turbo V8, of course. Then there is a very, very epic, naturally aspirated V12 Lamborghini. And of course, we can't leave out the fact that since we drove here in a McLaren, and I love McLaren, we could get a McLaren with some frunk space, and there's a very special McLaren right back over there that I know it's, yeah, right over there. I can see the front of it. You don't know what it is yet. But first we gotta find Billionaire Mike Hall. It took forever to find this guy. You were on freaking the moon.
No,
what were you doing?
I was at Customs.
You're avoiding me.
No, I guess what happens. I run a bunch of shops, buddy.
So listen,
Yes,
you're gonna sell me a car today.
right on.
The SVJ,
She gone?
no bueno. Problem is, it's not gonna make the deadline. By the way, when I went to find you, I noticed someone pulled that out. That could be an option. But I
Definitely
already
could be
got
an
one of those.
You have the exact car.
I know. Look what they brought out. Right next to the Senna.
This is what it used to look like.
Don't be a at all.
This is what yours used to look
Billionaire
like.
Mike Hall, you son of a right
Yes,
now.
this is what it used
This
to look
is
like.
what it used to look. It's
Exactly.
a beautiful
Look at it.
car. This is actually dead sexy.
I could get a chainsaw, we could cut 2 holes in the hood and bring it back to the other one. And
Stop it.
we can rip
Stop
the
it.
fenders off of it.
Stop it. How much do you want for this?
This one's $399 Canadian. It
$399.
only has 2,000 kilometers on it. Like it's, or sorry, yeah, 2,000 K.
That would be actually a good option. However, there is also a red other version.
Yes.
I think that could be a better option. Cat's out the bag. There's no planning involved today.
So
This-
like,
I wasn't even supposed to be
what's
here.
our time frame? Like, what are we working with?
Like
When-
today.
What? You have to know today?
I have to
like,
pick
we
it-
have to get a car, be done today.
Get paperwork, send it to Dave so that Cars Inc. can send it to get the car into Vietnam with the government.
You think you're already approved, though?
And they have to get the carnet for Cambodia, then they have to get the carnet for Thailand, then they gotta get the carnet for Malaysia, then they gotta get the carnet for Singapore. Dude, this is no joke.
No, and we have to get you approved,
Yes.
insured.
Yes.
Which it's Alberta insurance.
Yes.
And
I have Rami on standby, our insurance guy. So
Holy
instead of this as an
no
option,
wonder you've been trying to get a hold of me since 10.
yeah, I'm freaking out. This is not a joke.
No.
All right. He's trying to get me to wrap. He's getting sidetracked. He's trying to get me to wrap his boat in the DDE 720 GTR
imagine?
pink. Honestly, it would look insane on a boat.
That would be insane.
We should do that, but today's not the day. Stop distracting me. Here is the other choice.
What about, we got 2 choices here.
Well,
Or 3.
I say no to the SF90, and I'll tell you why. Yes, there's frunk space. Yes, it'd be pretty comfortable. I don't know how reliable they are because they are the whole hybrid system. It really just comes down to, I feel like this is a really soulless car. It has no real oomph anymore. Like, it's cool looking.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I don't know, probably not. The car next to it though,
Yes.
this is a car I know you guys have been asking for us to get for quite a while. The 812 Superfast, the predecessor to the F12. This still has the naturally aspirated V12. We could straight pipe this with some luck, get an exhaust here, get August Customs or Garage to install it. This car under the purple, by the way, is red.
Rosa Corsa.
So it is Rosa Corsa, which is Ferrari resale red, as they like to call it. Do you want to pop the hood for a
Yep.
sec, if you don't mind? Again, this is a GT car. This is actually the ultimate gumball car or rally car. This car is actually built for road tripping. There is tons of luggage space right behind your head on the shelf. Then there's a whole trunk in the back. And then of course, right under here, we have beautiful Ferrari V12. Now you guys know what this would sound like with a Gintani exhaust. I don't know that Alex could build his exhaust in time, ship it here, and have these guys install it. We might have to just overnight an already pre-built exhaust from somebody else. I don't know what my options are. It might even just have to go stock at this point. But what we would need to do in the next week and a half is, if I bought this car, submitted this information for the Carnet, we would have to take the purple vinyl off, and then I'd have to get you to wrap the entire car with the gumball livery we've worked out with Max. So
in a short time.
You'd have like a week and a half, like from today.
Yeah, so we really need to pick a car
Yeah,
now.
so we need to pick a car. So do you guys vote for the 812 Superfast for a replacement, or I'm not doing SF90.
No, one beside it.
I'm not doing a 4 GT.
I don't know if they'd be
There's,
fun on a rally.
dude, I don't think there's any luggage space in this car.
No, there's not.
No, so that's a no. You stop with your bad ideas. The other one that is in here that could be an option is a Ferrari, and it's actually right up there next to the Z06. It's the 488 Pista. Do you see it right there? Now it's on a lift, so.
There's not much for luggage space in that car.
Is there not?
Not really.
Hey, isn't that Dan's?
Yeah, we can open
Can we look at it? I thought there was luggage space in a 488.
a bit, yeah. But in the Pista, you lose some of that space.
Really? This car has, just to show you guys, the best thing about this being a GT car, it has all of this space right here behind us. So Dave and I, literally that's enough space for Dave and I right there to put our 2 duffel bags, 2 full-size duffels. Then we have an entire trunk in the back. So this, as far as like rally style cars go, would be epic. The problem I have with this is everybody drives an 812 on rallies. It's a common thing. It's not very DDE. We need to elevate the rally game. So that's why I was thinking a Pista. Now, a Pista would be sick, but then it falls short on the mods. What do you do to a Pista? I could start going GT3 488 race parts. I could put the wide body mirrors on here. I could do a chassis mounted wing. I could be a real head and put like Liberty Walk wide body over fenders on it. Probably a dumb, bad idea, but we're throwing things out there at this point. That's all I'm saying. So how much is the front space in this? Dude,
It's not that big.
that's legit. I could get Dave's and my duffel in there.
That's it, though.
So, well, that's all we take. Remember when you guys did gumball with us?
Yes.
What did you do it in?
The 765.
That transitions now from 2 Ferrari choices, the 488 Pista, 812 Superfast. When I said, hey, I drove here in a McLaren. McLaren is an amazing car to drive. The one shortcoming is the fuel capacity will drive everybody who doesn't have a McLaren around you bananas, because in a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, you can go so much further on 1 tank of fuel. In a McLaren, they have a 20 liter less fuel capacity, which means with the turbos, and if you did a tune, these things just blast through fuel, and you're the one always asking everybody in the pack to stop because you gotta stop and get gas, or you're old and you gotta pee because you have a low bladder. Look at all the glorious space.
Yeah.
That's a lot of room.
That's a lot of room. This is what me and Matt drove. This is pretty much a twin to what we drove, except the color.
This car was Raymond's at one point, wasn't it?
Originally, Matt bought this from Ray, and then we sold this, and now that customer is selling it with us.
So this used to be Uncle Ray Ray's car. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I would love to rub
This
it
is
in
one
his
of the
face.
first 765s, I think, that
In
came
Canada?
that came into Canada.
This is a beautiful blue color, by the way. Love this color. But again, we have to wrap the whole car because the gumball livery, the theme this year is to go with the Singapore F1, the Grand Prix. So everything's because race car and F1 race car. So we're going F1 heritage, motorsport. That's the whole theme with all the merch and everything. And by the way, speaking of motorsport and speaking of DD racing, because I know I have the hat on, we will be June 15th. We are going to be at the Chelsea, I think it's called the Chelsea Hill Climb. It's one of the oldest motorsporting events on planet Earth. They do a hill climb with Gumball and Piston Head Distillery. And we're gonna be flying to London to do a meet and greet and do a whole merch collab drop at that event. and online with Gumball. So you guys, if you're looking for tickets, go right now to Gumball's Instagram and go and get some tickets. You can be a spectator, you can also be a driver. So if you wanna race your car up the hill and see what kind of a time you can put down, you can go and do that as well. That is coming up, that is just a little over a week from now, and we will be on a jet going to London. So go pick up your tickets, come hang out with us. Gumball Hill Climb. I think it's called the Chelsea Hill Climb. Very British.
Very British?
Very British. Let me have a quick look here. I don't want to get anything wrong. My facts. Chelsea Welsh.
Chelsea?
Chelsea
You have to
Welsh.
say it with a lisp.
Worcestershire. Listen, just go to their Instagram. All the information's right here. It's gonna be epic. They had an insane turnout the last year, and this year we're counting on doubling it. So as many as 7,000 people. Back to shopping for a Gumball car, since we're all on topic. What do you guys think? 765 LT? Now, is this just too damn close though? I have this gut feeling, right? This is a little bit too close to home when it comes to the 720 GTR when we get it done. It's like the in between the 720S and like something as batshit crazy as the Senna. This is the car in between that. This car is also probably not cheap. 300 grand?
No, 300 grand.
Yeah, how much?
This one's $699.
This car is
Canadian.
$699?
Canadian, 700.
Dude, even coming out of Dave's salary.
The other two that you're looking
Even
at.
coming out of Dave's salary, I don't know that we can afford this. So how much is the 812 right here?
500.
Yeah, that's a big, do the math.
200. Well,
500.
the piece is going to be close to this.
679. This is $180,000 more than that car right there.
And the same price as the Pista.
Well, how much is the Pista?
680.
And it's red. Yeah, but that's pretty cool. A red Ferrari Pista on Gumball. Other than you guys driving a 765 LT on Gumball, James,
Yep.
when his car broke down in the Middle East, his Jaguar in the middle of the Oman desert, which was quite the experience, he ended up being lent by the Sultan, his personal 765.
Nice.
So he drove that on Gumball. So we got some family here. Like this is kind of family. It's in the family. It's in the lineage. Let's look here. We got 812 Superfast.
Do you really have an F12? When's the last time that thing's been on the road?
You are poking me with all the wrong things here. Do you have the keys for this?
They're in it.
Bro, come on. Let's just get in here and have a look. Oh, dude. This is such a rally car.
You show them the trunk space?
Oh, pop it open. Show them. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you got so much trunk space.
I could move to Asia in this.
Oh, yeah.
I could pack all my stuff in my house would fit in this car.
Oh, yeah.
I don't own a whole lot. But between the shelf and this, like,
Yeah. And you got the back deck for your luggage.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much room in this car.
more than I honestly need, because we only take 2 duffels. All right, keys in it. Ferrari key right here. And we got the push to start, foot on the brake. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Sounds good.
Listen to that, cold start. You almost died. I saw that. You almost, he was trying to walk out of here and he got tripped up in this. We almost lost Billionaire Mike on that one.
Smack my head off the hatch and come back
Yeah,
down.
that's it. I would have got the whole inheritance right there.
There you go.
Family trust. I like it. I'm gonna need a discount though, Mike. It's got a flat tire. It says low tire right here flashing. Hey,
Tell you what, I'll fill it for free.
100 grand off. Oh, and it's got the screen over here.
Yep.
Oh, dude, that is cool. Look at this. You can be the passenger and then check out all the scary stuff when you're going fast.
It's not, that wouldn't be a good option for me. That's not a good option for me.
You're an awful passenger.
I know I'm an awful passenger. I'm a way better driver. Nice.
Dude, that is only 3,000 RPM. Like, look at that. A little blip.
The V12, you just can't beat that. It sounds so
You give it just a
Yep.
little 3,000 to 4. I just got to hear this. Yep. Dude, that's hitting me right here, right in the feels. All right,
Right in the, giblets.
right in the what?
Giblets.
Can we put a plate on it and just take it down the road so
Yep.
I can get the actual feel for the car? I am genuinely curious to know how different is any of the suspension or the handling of this car, because it's supposed to be the elevated version of the F12, and the F12 was already amazing. And of course, it's still a GT car, so it's gonna be a little softer than like the Pista has insane suspension.
Oh yeah.
And I think we might need to just take a spin around the block in the 765 LT, because, well, we drove here in a Senna. So I know what the pinnacle of their hypercar experience is like. I'm curious to know how much more elevated this is from a 720, and then even compare this to like my 720 GTR. Now, of course, it's not gonna be as fast in a straight line, but it might be more responsive because it's got slightly smaller turbos. The way that it's tuned right from the factory, runs on pump gas, not E85. But I do know the suspension in this is tightened up over a 720.
Yes.
Much more
You've
tight.
never driven the 765 ever?
Ever. Just turn everything off and just punch it, slide it out.
Yeah.
You're on polished concrete, it would have went really good.
Yeah, I would have done a full 360 and batted every car here.
Yeah, I mean, come on. You said you were a good driver. We're gonna put the other option right over there. Well, this lineup doesn't suck. The real question though is, ultimately, what is the best car for the purpose we need to build it for? Clearly, probably this. One of the best sounding cars on planet Earth, short of a naturally aspirated V12 Lamborghini, which, by the way, we did have another option. There was an option I was telling you guys about. Unfortunately, the car's not here because Mike took it home, right?
No, Matt took it home.
Matt took it home, sorry, Matt.
Yes.
I wish you took it home.
I know, I should have.
So what's the car?
Lamborghini Aventador SV.
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 In a pretty cool spec, and ironically, I was here the other day hanging out with the boys and we were checking out the SV just before Matt took off, and I have a clip of it just to tease you guys with, even though it's not here. Let's roll that clip right now. That's nice and quiet.
It's so loud.
That's crazy. All right, Aventador SV. That is an option. That car is for sale. How much?
$789.
Get out of here. That's 100 grand more than I bought the SVJ for.
I know.
How is
the SVJ
that?
was worth way more now.
Well, what happened to the market, man?
Everything went nuts.
Jeez, I'm
Okay.
shopping at the wrong time.
We need to get some gas in this car,
Fuel.
and I need to pick me up.
What do you want? Coffee? Energy drink?
I need something stronger than coffee.
I thought you were gonna say stronger than both.
I
was like-
I'm stronger than both.
What's stronger? Well, we didn't make it far. First stop, fuel.
V12, baby.
And by the way, it's on you. It's coming out of Mike's salary today. You're rich.
Exactly.
All right. We filled up the 812. Now we need to fill us up. Strong, strong, strong. Hold on. I have just... Aha, the thing. Here you go. We're going for the big guns today.
Perfect.
By the way, you're buying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Mike, you son of a... There we go.
Ready to roll.
A Celsius right before I get in a supercar. You ready for this?
I'm walking back to the store.
Well, I'll be extra good because this is actually a consignment car. So if you
Yeah.
didn't know, at August Leisure Motor Cars, you can put your car up for consignment. So this is a customer's car. This is not Mike's car or Matt's car, I should actually say. So at the end of the day, we're going to respect this car. I'm not gonna do anything dumb in it. I've had an F12 and I know what it's like to rip this car. So really, we just want to get a feel for it, kind of get, you know, the vibe back. In the meantime, oh, look at this. This corner is amazing.
Okay.
What? What's going on? What's going on over there? Not even going fast. Why are you freaking out with the whole foot thing?
Yeah, okay. I hate the... Okay,
What? That's super sick, eh? Like
Yeah.
the passenger screen. So that's all touchscreen?
Yeah, so tell your whole race, configuration there.
Yeah.
You get performance of pull G-force in your RPM range, and your 5 over that you usually go in.
Yeah, well, currently doing 35 kilometers an hour.
28 exactly.
That shifts so great. That DCT, snappy. And it kind of feels like Dave's Bentley. Like it's the Bentley of Ferraris. No, I'm not joking. Like, it's the Bentley of Ferraris. Man, the downshifts. It would need an exhaust. I need this thing to scream. I mean, I'm basically deaf from the SVJ and the 720 GTR and all the other cars, so we would have to get a little exhaust put on this in a week.
Straight pipes.
Straight piped. We're back, and we're gonna take the 765 LT out, and let's see how it compares. You literally leave no fuel in any of these cars.
Hey.
This thing is totally empty. Break out the credit card, buddy. I'm taking you for all you're worth today.
Well, hopefully I'm worth more than 2 tanks of gas.
You're actually cheating because he only put $50 in the 812. I'm gonna see how much he puts in here. So
I'm
far,
gonna put 50 because
You're
it's
gonna
going
put
back in the
50?
showroom.
$100 Canadian. So 25 bucks, 25 bucks US. Get in here and buckle up, Skippy. We're going for a ride.
No, we're not.
Oh yeah, we are.
No.
Oh, you can feel the bumps here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's rigid, just the way I like it. Sounds pretty decent with the stock exhaust because the LT model cars come from the factory with a titanium exhaust. All you'd really need to do with this car is actually just get catless downpipes, and damn, it would be crazy. Yeah, this car is like so, I think, perfect right out the box. Probably a really good high-end, just below, you know, hypercar level performance car that you could take on a rally because clearly they did, clearly Mr. JWW did with his loaner after the Jaguar breakdown. I don't know, man, I'm torn. Oh, we want to put it in sport mode. That's why it's not doing anything cool. As far as like the little pop it does. You know, McLaren's have this tuned in. There it is. That's so sweet. Nice driving. I wanted Mike to get some exterior shots for you guys. That's the hardest thing to do when you're a vlogger and you're driving the car. It's hard to find a place where you can get out and just get some cool shots of the car going by. But you killed it. You have a little bit of fun?
Oh yeah, always.
Does that bring back some memories from Gumball?
It does.
Oh, okay, now get out. I just want to show you guys between the different modes, comfort, sport, and track. That's comfort, right there. Then you got sport, and then you got track, and it goes basically into a flip down mode. Or if you want, you can push a button off to the left, and it'll come back up. And you have that F1 style tack. Have you ever been in a 600 LT with a roof scoop?
Yep.
The 600 LT, you can hear the air being sucked through the roof scoop into the engine. It's my favorite thing ever.
Sounds so good.
Oh, a little
Wait,
poppity pop.
pop.
What I want to point out is you can shift down or up with either paddle. Probably one of the neatest features that McLaren put on the steering wheel of these cars. So it's like a vlogger's dream. And test drive for the 765 LT is over. Now it's time to make a decision. Aventador SV, I don't even need to test drive that car. I know what that feels like. These are all within the same price.
Yep.
So basically 700 grand. 700 grand roughly, 700 grand for the SV, 700 grand for the Pista, 700 grand, no, 500 grand for the
812.
812. Now, if that was a GTS or if that was the Competizione, you know how much the Competizione version of the 812 is going for?
900.
2 million US dollars.
Why?
I don't know, dude. Man, I have this like reflex. I want to touch the ceiling.
Oh, you're so used to the Senna.
Yeah, for the power and also for the doors. It's weird how you get used to something like that. Like it becomes habitual. You literally just becomes a reflex.
The 765 we had with the tune and downpipes, when we raced that Senna on Gumball, this was faster. Obviously tuned and exhaust, downpipe.
Yep.
This was faster.
that
This
Senna
pulled
wasn't tuned.
harder. No, it was factory.
Yeah, completely factory.
Yeah.
So
But
when you
this was
think
fast.
about it, the Senna, because this is 765, right? Horsepower. Senna's only 800. So they're pretty damn close as it is.
Yeah.
So then let's say you tune it and you get this to like 950 or 1,000, which is what a lot of people do. You got 200 horsepower on that car.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have a fixed wing. The wing goes completely flat. So this car actually might be slipperier. Tough decisions. An STO has no luggage space either.
Nothing. No.
Like they literally got rid of everything. There's one little, I think, hole in there for a helmet.
Yeah, that's it.
So, and what's crazy is there's people on Gumball who drive this car.
Where do they put their bags?
That's right. You want to know what they do? They have a support team. They're actually rich. Like they bring like, you know, the butler and
The butler.
the maid and, you know, yeah, rich people. Wealthy, I should say. Actually, they're wealthy.
Says the guy driving a Senna.
Dude, I got to work to make those payments though. Like every month. Like my mouth is sore. Well, guys, after a fun couple of test drives and a handful of amazing cars, we do have to make a decision. I think honestly, the 765 LT, as amazing as it is, it's a little too close to obviously my 720 GTR and a few of the vibes I get from the Senna. Now the Senna is definitely on a whole nother level, but it is just too close to those two cars. Doesn't switch it up enough. Then we have the 812 Superfast. This is the naturally aspirated V12 that we all want back on the channel that I allegedly destroyed, you know, when I twin turboed the F12.
What's that? Dave.
Don't buy a car.
What?
No, what?